Hello there, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome to my channel. I am Sadaf and I make videos on confidence, productivity, mental strength and everything about excelling for millennial women. So if you are in your 30s or 40s, you may find some very valuable information on this channel, and at the same time I'm also going to be documenting my own journey of excelling and of moving forward these coming 5 months. So if you are interested, subscribe to my channel, and in this video I will be talking about how to forgive yourself for your past mistakes, whether they are mistakes from a long time ago or they are mistakes that you make every single day, that we, of course, women all do make regularly, whether it is in terms of relationships or at work. Self-forgiveness is extremely important, and I would like to talk about this because personally it has taken me some time to forgive myself for the mistakes that I had made in the past. So in the first part of this video, I will talk about the importance of self-forgiveness and how it can actually stop you from making progress in your life. Then in the second part of the video, I will give you a 4-step very simple process that you can use in order to work on yourself and then forgive yourself for your past mistakes or your current mistakes that we make every single day. So without further ado, let's get started. Why is self-forgiveness even important? The thing is that when you don't forgive yourself, there are many emotions that remain from the past and that stop you from making progress towards your goals, because in your subconscious they remain there and they make you feel bad about them. So if you are even aware of the fact that you have made mistakes in the past and that you have not processed them entirely, in that case you may notice that every single day in the activities that you are doing or in the decisions that you are making for yourself, all these activities and all these decisions are being affected by those emotions that you have had from the past, from those mistakes that you made in the past, and that are still affecting your life and your decisions right now. So it's very important to process those emotions in order to move forward. So like I said, not forgiving yourself for your past mistakes keeps you imprisoned to the past. At the same time, it stops you from making progress the way you would like to in your life. It ends up affecting your self-esteem, your self-image, and even your self-acceptance of your own self, the kind of person that you are. So which has a lot to do with the self-image that you project over to other people, and if you don't have a good self-image of yourself, it ends up affecting every single thing around you, whether they are your decisions or whether they are the decisions that come from other people. So if today you are experiencing problems in your relationships, in your career, in your other aspects of your life, they may come from the fact that you have still not forgiven yourself for past mistakes, or that you have not processed those emotions. All of this ends up in affecting your mental well-being. Then the guilt that comes from your past mistakes can even take over your life in terms of making you feel depressed or anxious in whatever you are doing today with your life. Also, it affects your relationship with yourself when actually you are supposed to be your own best friend. And I firmly believe in that no matter what, you should not need any validation from other people. And when your own relationship with yourself is not good, in that case, of course, you can expect that every single thing in your life is not going to fall in place. And I can go on and on about how the act of not forgiving yourself is actually affecting your life today, but I will stop it here and simply stop it to the fact that if your relationship with yourself is not a healthy one, in that case you will not be able to make any progress in your life. And it's extremely important to process all the emotions from the past and to look at them and then learn the lessons and extract the lessons and just move forward after that, so that you can live the rest of your life peacefully. So now if you are struggling with self-forgiveness, I'm going to give you an exercise that is going to help you do the work by yourself, on yourself, and it is going to help you over time forgive yourself in a way that you are completely free of those emotions from the past, and that you can finally take the steps you need to take in order to move forward. Let's get into the exercise now. The number 1 step is the bitter one, which means that you need to acknowledge the fact that you have made mistakes. You have to get into the feeling of how you felt making those mistakes. Maybe at the time when you made those mistakes, you were not aware of what you were doing, but today looking back, it is going to be very painful for you to get back into that mindset and see that you are making those mistakes. That may be mistakes that you have made in your relationships, that may be mistakes that you have made in your career or something related to yourself. All those aspects, when you are going to go back in the past, and you are going to feel those feelings that came from those mistakes, it is going to hurt you. It is going to arise feelings of discomfort in you, but you have to feel them in order to finally be able to move forward. So take some time to acknowledge your mistakes, take some time to feel those feelings, fully accept responsibility for every single thing you did, and then whether it is a small mistake or a big one, you can only evaluate that by the consequences it had in your life or in the life of someone else. For all those mistakes, you have to first of all learn to forgive yourself before even going towards the other person and asking for forgiveness. Once you are done with the first step, in the second step, write down every single thing that you felt during this exercise. There is going to be a lot of guilt, there is going to be a lot of regrets, and maybe even other feelings that I may not be putting into words right now, but that you may feel, because your situation are individual and only you know what it is that you are doing and what it is that affected you in your journey. So in this second step, once you have finished writing down every single thing that came to your mind regarding those mistakes, then do something with those papers so that you can see them destroyed, so that you can see that whatever you did in the past does not exist anymore, and you are finally ready to release all these emotions from the past, which may be tearing the papers and trashing them, which may be burning those papers and actually flushing them down the toilet. You may also be doing some breathing exercise and imagining all those feelings getting out of you while you are exhaling. Intentionally do this exercise for 5 minutes where you are simply releasing all those emotions from your mistakes. And just remember that if you have plenty of mistakes from the past, it is going to take a couple of times to do this exercise to finally rid yourself from those mistakes, rid yourself from those emotions. But do that consistently and also with a lot of certainty that you are sure that today you are ready to release all these emotions and that you are ready to move forward. Once you are done releasing all those emotions, finally write down the lesson that you learned from those mistakes. There are always lessons that we learn from the mistakes that we make, and sometimes we don't understand them in that moment, but later on when we look back at our situation, we remember what we did, we remember also from what state of mind we did that. Then the smartest thing that you can do is to learn the lesson and erase that past version of yourself, and then move forward with a clean spirit and with a wiser version of yourself. Once you have been able to write down all your lessons, in the last step, what you are going to do is to feel the feelings of this person that you consider as someone who is free of all guilt and free of all mistakes from the past. So how do you imagine that person to be, which is you, of course, or the version 2.0 of you. But the intention here is to really get into the mind of that person and feel those feelings, even if it is for 5 minutes, but feel those feelings of that person who is entirely free of their past and who is actually quite proud of the fact that you have learned your lessons along the way. So take time to feel those feelings and meditate on it 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or even 20 minutes, depending on how much you can handle or how much you need that in this moment. Of course, you know that best. I can't give you the timing. By doing this, you will see that over time, you are going to progressively get rid of this burden from the past, and finally, you will be able to move forward with less burden, more clarity, and more happiness, and more mental well-being, because that is very important for you to make progress. Because of course today you want to move forward, you don't want to be a prisoner of your past. So do this exercise consistently for a minimum of 7 to 10 days and see how much progress you are going to make within those 10 days, and you are going to unburden yourself and finally be able to be proud of yourself. And remember that we all make mistakes, and it is a normal thing, and that is part of life. And so don't make it too hard for yourself to move forward, knowing that, thinking that what you have done is unforgivable or it is too big. But actually we all make mistakes and we all feel guilty about different things in life, but if you don't forgive yourself, you will not be able to make any progress. So just do that. I hope that this exercise is going to help you move forward, feel better, and have a better mental well-being. So that's it for this video. I wish you all the best for this exercise, and I will see you in my next video. Hopefully, take care. Bye.